Hi there, so we're now approaching the end of January and things are moving along very well. So we're in the Kira greenhouse and what I've got here is some of the dahlia tuber. I'm about 2 to 3 weeks behind where I was last year, but the thing with dahlias, they grow pretty quick, so I'm not worried about that at the moment. So I've trained all the dahlias up. I've got about 9 per tray. So this tree here is more place, which is a pom variety, purple pom variety. Mary's Jamanda, Kiwi Gloria, Eastwood Moonlight, and Kenora Challenger. So them 5 varieties there are the ones that I need the most of. So they're coming in here first, and I'll propagate them and get some cuttings off them. So I've been waiting about a week now. This whole bed here, well, table, sorry, bench, is going to be soil warming cable. I got a 24-meter soil warming cable ordered about 2 weeks ago, and it still hasn't arrived. I've contacted the supplier and they're going to be sending us another one, so I'm a little bit behind where I want to be with that, but these things happen. So that's the dahlias. As soon as the cable arrives, I'll do a video of how I want to set this table up, bench up, to become a propagation bench. So I'll put the soil warming cable on there and I'll show you how I do it. So onto the quality onions. So these are Peter Glazebrook straight, and these ones here are seed which I got given from Peter Holden. He asked us not to distribute any of the seeds, so I'm just going to be growing these myself. So I'm really looking forward to growing these. Peter Holden's a national champion quality onion grower, so fingers crossed for them. I know that he does grow from pips, but we just give us some seed and says have a go at growing them. So 2 lots of onions there. I got given some intermediate leeks, which is a leek, I think it's under 9 inches. The button has to be under 9 inches when you bench it. I got given some of them from the late John Saint, actually. So I'm going to grow them. I wasn't going to, but since his death I'm going to definitely grow them, just out of respect for him, just to try and get them on the bench. So onto the leeks, more leeks. These ones here are from a batch which were behind, and I've nicked the button down, and the process of that is, just see how this is about 2.5 to 3 inches. So you just split that with a knife, a very sharp knife or a pin, and then releases the flag so that it can fold down. And then what will happen is the next one will lower down. So if you want to leave that, the next button up here on the other side would be a little bit higher, and it would just slowly creep up as the plant grows. So by knocking that back down there, you're lowering the button, so then the climb starts lower up. So that's nicking the button down. A couple of people asked us to try and explain how to do that, but I'm got my tripod camera, so I can't show you properly. If you need us to show you how to do it, just put it in the comments box below, and I'll try and get a camera sorted for the next video I do, and I'll show you how to nick the button down if that explanation isn't sufficient enough. So that's a late batch of onions, leeks, sorry. Over here, what I've got is the Cumbrians. These Cumbrians are hopefully going to be for the National Pot Leek Society. That's the best leek to grow for the best quality leek that you can grow. So that I'm happy with them this year. Last year's they weren't too good, but I'm happy with them. And on to peppers, super hot peppers. So I've got Devil's Tongue, Pepper from Hell, Caroline Reaper, Bubblegum 7 Pot, Trinidad Scorpion, Scotch Bonnet, Chocolate Scotch Bonnet, Fatality, in the Big Jim, which is a long one. So that's what I'm going to be growing. I've got 2 seeds in each of the cell tray, and I'll thin down to the strongest one. So they've been in a propagator. I've just moved them to the greenhouse. They're just starting to poke through some of them, so they're starting to grow there. A couple more Cumbrians, which I'm happy with at the moment, and the Yorkshire Giants at the back there. I've just potted some of the Giants up, and as you can see, they're doing fantastic. So really happy with them. They're ahead of last year, which I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but they're doing well. They're doing very well. So we'll go on to the onions. Hope you can see it alright. It's a bit fuzzy under that light, but as you can see, I've just flipped. I'll quickly show you actually. So the grow tent was on its side because I couldn't fit it under the pole there in the keto greenhouse. So I've cut 25mm, 250mm off the tunnel, off the tent. I've turned it up right, so it's a bit cramped in here. So I've got 15 of the giant onions, which were from the first batch, potted up into the 3 litre pot, and I've still got about 30 left in the 1 litre prop pots. So there's plenty to go at. There's one in particular over the back there. I don't know if you can see it very well. That is way stronger than the rest of them. So we'll see how they get on. I've got it marked up, so it's a very vigorous grow. So yeah, I've still got the T5 on the side there for a bit supplementary, and the 315 Maxi Bright at the top there with the new bulbs in. So that's it. So for my next update, I'm going to be down the garden doing a bit of work. So if you stay tuned for the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Cheers.